All right, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akakurash. Give honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all the Akim wa Akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Another video of the Spirit. Brother Malak from GMS Detroit, another modern day Madness Prophecies. And this one we're going to be zeroing in on how, this Esau Edom has made everybody believe that, the people of the Bible were so-called white, and that, the first people on earth was white. But he's incorrect, all right? That's the term he uses, so-called white. The proper biblical term is the Edomites, all right? Adawamium, plural, right? Adawam, Edom, Adawamium, are Edomites. He has convinced the world that, his image is the proper and true image. The way that he looks is the way, that's the thing to be reverenced. But when you dive into the past, when you dive into history, you realize that this man is wrong. So he's done all these things to hide the true image of the people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, now, in today's time, and even back then, we're different shades of brown now. I'm not sitting there saying we all pitch black. We come in our different shades of brown. But what Esau Edom has done, y'all, he's made his image, his physical deformity, to be worshipped throughout the world. Which, when we get to the kingdom, everything's going to get back square how it's supposed to be. We're going to get our, all the brothers and sisters, we're going to get our proper shades back and whatnot. So we're gonna deal with some clips. I just got some clips. This guy's being exposed.
Yes, sir. I love that. Okay, I wish. That's just the fake guy. Yeah. I really, okay. That's what they try to mask it as.
So you have Dr. Thrumar and Lil Sunken Boat, the rapper, on the right. Apparently he made this or he bought this or whatever. You see what it is, right? So that's why Dr. Thrumar talking about he fucks with it. So it's the Caesar on the outside, but a more accurate, dark-skinned, rendering of the Lord of Yahweh Shai on the inside, because that's what it's supposed to be. All right, and Esau Edom, that outside picture, y'all, still to this day, that's the picture they want to reverence. And when you move that picture out the way and show that dark one, they get all fucked up. They get all bent out the ass. Well, it never even says its color. Well, if it never states its color, why did y'all paint them white and force that throughout the world? Because you're fucking demons, that's why. All right, I was calm. God damn it, now I'm fired back up. God damn it. This man likes to pretend like he's good, and he's not. He likes to pretend like he's innocent. They sincerely, innocently destroyed the world through rape, rob, and murder. No, you did it intentionally and maliciously with a target in mind, being us, the Israelites. All right, stop fucking playing. All right, just admit it. Let me get this next clip.
Inside Washington's Museum of the Bible, a single volume that is like no other. The so-called Slave Bible, remarkable not for what's in it, but for what's not.
So about 90% of the Old Testament's been removed, and about 50% of the New Testament's been removed. To put it another way, a normal King James Version has 1,189 chapters in it. The Slave Bible has only 232.
Missing are chapters and verses that might have encouraged uprisings. Book of Exodus, redacted. No story of Moses demanding Pharaoh, "Let my people go." Gone is Galatians, and the verse, "There is neither bond nor free, for ye are all one in Christ Jesus." And no Jeremiah, "Woe unto him that useth his neighbor's service without wages."
What they've left in are verses such as Ephesians 6:5, which is the famous verse, "Slaves, be obedient to your master."
Looking at
So you see, the Slave Bible, and this ain't a myth, and that's certain things, certain pieces of history, y'all, because how YouTube has changed and Google over the years. A lot of the things you could have easily got on the internet and found in 2010, right, 2011, 12, they've been removed. So you go type in the Slave Bible, it might be harder to find, but that, that's why, it's a blessing the Lord has had it to where certain people saved all these old clips and articles and videos. All right, this is what he did. He quite literally rewrote history, and so now he's being called out for it And he doesn't like that. He's dealing with that shame and reproach, y'all. And that's the main topic of the video. He doesn't like that it's being revealed of, you know, the truth of the matter, of what everything is about all down here. He doesn't like that he has to acknowledge the fact that you know, these crackers today, they are descendants of demons who went around lying, killing, and stealing. That's as real as it gets. That's as real as it gets. All right, Sirach 41, and I'm gonna just start right at it. You know, I'll deal with 6 actually. I'll start at verse 6. Sirach 41 and 6. The inheritance of sinners' children shall perish, and their posterity shall have a perpetual reproach. Right. Hey, so ultimately, y'all, you know, in the kingdom after 1,000 years, they're fully gonna perish. All right. And that's going to be a great day when we're fully going to be able to have washed our hands of the fucking Edomite from the earth, because he has to catch hell for the things that his forefathers did. All right, verse 7: the children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake. All right, they are complaining, which we understand reincarnation. They themselves are their ancestors. All right, and they don't want to be judged and held to the standard according to the actions of the past. That's why they're trying to rewrite the past and get rid of it. But the scriptures tell us what about the past? Job 8 and 8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers. So through digging into the past, through looking into who we are, we have found this man to be a liar and to be a goddamn demon and a plague in the earth, changing up everything that was to, you know, the bullshit that we got now. Let me go here, right? It says, when they say he was olive toned, show them this. Right, so you get a brother, you know, a bronze skinned brother holding a piece of brass, and you see it's damn near, you know, if you didn't know no better, you'd have thought it's just a nigga holding his fist. Right? It blends with his skin perfectly. And then it's given the scripture, Revelation 1:13 through 15. So let's go take a look at it. Hey, a picture was worth 1,000 words. You know, finally putting a picture to it, right? As if it burned in a furnace, man. It was refined. God damn it. Not only was he a man of color, he was a man of considerable color. Notable. It stood out to where John wrote it down. Alright? We ain't fucking crazy. It ain't talking about no black shoes neither. They wore sandals, man. Come on, man. Revelation 1 and 13. And in the midst of 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girded about the paps with a golden girdle. So we have John here seeing the Messiah, Yahushua, standing by this. It says what, the 7 candlesticks, standing by, you know, menorah, clothed with a garment down to the foot, with a golden about the paps with a golden girdle. Right, so with you know, today a golden waist protection. All right, a defense from stabbing thrust against swords and spears and arrows, whatnot, in the ancient world. Right, you know, let me just go to Google real quick. Okay, you know, I just hopped on Google and typed in Yahushua, and you can do that now because the internet is like that now. So let me see what picture I want to get. I want to get. Okay, we'll deal with this one, right? I'm just showing this one to deal with the girdle. Now I believe, you know, when this was, fuck it, I'm just dealing with the girdle, so y'all know what it's talking about. That golden thing right there, around his waist, stopping and protecting from stab wounds, right? Garment all the way down to the foot, right? Verse 14, it says, his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. So let's go back. Now let's see if we can find one that zeroes in more. Okay. Well, let me see. We need one. Okay. The whites of his head and his eyes were like fire, y'all. You see it here. His head and his hairs were white like unto wool, So it's describing the color and the texture. All right. He had his beard was white, his hair was white. All right. It's not saying his skull was a white man's head on a black man's body, man. You fucking scoffers are crazy, man. All right. And the whites of his eyes, all right. I forget all the term. You have several parts of the eye: the pupil, the cornea, right? All that stuff. It was red, and in similar fashion, or not similar fashion, going back to the prophecy of what? Genesis 49 and what? Hey, that's why I said, hey, shit, Alpha and Omega. I am the beginning and the end, man. Genesis 49 and 12. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk. All right, now when Yahushua was literally down here, he used to drink wine with the disciples. All right, but now in which when drinking alcohol, it can make the whites of your eyes, as intoxication kicks in, they begin to become inflamed. They're red. Now dealing with that revelation, his eyes being red represents the indignation, the anger, because he's coming back to punish the world for its wickedness. Verse 15, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. Plain and simple, y'all, as if it burned in a furnace. Okay. Now, not only was he, bronze, not only was he a colored man, but as if it burned in a furnace, man. So come on. It didn't come out pink. It didn't come out white, so-called. He was a colored brother. All right, let's look at another little clip now. So that was the fucking stupid ass fucking internet, fucking planet Earth, man. Everything just pisses you off. Right here. That's the skin texture. If you don't want to accept it, the Lord ain't dealing with you. All right, so let's look at something else. It says the J South, March 24th, 1899. Slovakia states that J's in darkest Africa had copies of the law of Moses more ancient than any before seen. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is zoom in a tad bit. Slovakia. It says what? It says the same position may be advanced as to darkest Africa, as the following article taken from an exchange proves conclusively. Let me see something. Slovakia. Get over. So I can cruise as we're doing this. Proves conclusively. It says lately an exchange published the following regarding the black jakes, we'll say, in darkest Africa. So basically, the point of this article is, they're discussing the fact that you had, Israelites, because where did we flee to? The west coast of Africa. They're over there with copies of the law. Let me see. It says, damn it, let me move it over. Okay. It says, darkest Africa. It says, what is that? Guher Kohler. The chieftain stated that a great number of Israelites inhabit the Onsis of Sahara and dwell also at Bathar, Bia, or Arabi, Taggart, also Bora, Bea, Uzab, Laquaz, etc. Move my finger so I can read. It says there are in each of these places as many as 100 J families, and some of them even more. So it's telling you, we spread out over there. So let's see. Gore talked very knowingly about Timbuktu and the large number of Jake Negroes found near Barbary. Nearly every family among them possesses the law of Moses written upon parchment, although they speak of the prophets. Let's lock it. Although they speak of the prophets. I'm gonna zoom back in, y'all. Give me 1 second. You get over. Safety first, kids. Safety first. All right. It says, they have not their writings. Their prayers differ from those of other Jays and are committed to little leaves of parchment stitched together and containing numerous passages derived from the Psalms. The Jakes have mingled some of the superstitions of oral law, which they have not committed to writing, with some of those of their neighbors, the Mohammedans and the heathen. Oh, so that's good. Yeah, see, so this is telling you basically, you know, since they're staying over there in Africa, y'all, since they didn't have all of the law written down, certain of the customs of the heathen around them, you know, the Hamites and the Muslim Arabs, certain of their customs, you know, got mixed in some of the things that the Jakes was doing. But that makes all the sense. You know, they fucking all the way away from the homeland and a whole nother continent. You know, they started doing certain things. But it's telling you they at least still had the law of Moses. All right, although they didn't have, you know, like the prophet books, if you will, Daniel, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, right? But they at least still had the law of Moses. Come back here. It says, says what they enjoy equal liberty with other subjects of African chiefs and have their synagogues and their rabbis. The explanation which they give themselves in connection with their black skin is this: that after the destruction of Jerusalem, the time of the first captivity, some of the ancestors having their goods or land, and it cuts off. So basically, man, Amalek is trying to come up, probably it sounded like Amalek was going to come up with a lie to throw in there. But you see that these are dark-skinned Jakes that was living over there, and everybody trying to figure out, oh, what's going on? We're the Israelites, that's what's going on. All right, another one. It says African Moors who conquered Spain and ruled it for 700 years were responsible for bringing Europe out of the Dark Ages into the Renaissance. While Christian Europe had a 99% illiteracy rate, and with only 2 universities, the Moors had 7. They introduced education to Europe. All right, and the elders and apostles have gone into this over the years. All right. This man, he's being shown to be a fucking liar, y'all, and he just doesn't like it. It's putting a bad taste in his mouth and a bad mark on his reputation, which wasn't no damn good anyway.
Beethoven was called a Moor when he was growing up. Beethoven, there's a book about him called Beethoven's Hair, because people were so infatuated with the texture of his hair. So that African bloodline runs real deep throughout Europe. And again, he was called a Moor, and the Moors were very important throughout Europe. And it's funny, the importance of the Moor was so deep in Europe, but we rarely hear about them in history books today.
Yep. And now, you know, Tariq Nasheed, he's a non-believing infidel demon that's going to die. But he was breaking it down right there. All right, so what we see here, y'all, this man, he's lied to the whole world. He's lied to the whole world. Now the roosters are coming home to howl, or however the fuck the saying goes, right? The crickets is coming home to shout. This is a common tactic of E. He shows up, he takes over, and he inserts himself into everybody else's heritage and culture. Well, now he has to stand trial for his deeds. And I'm just getting this as an example, right? 1 Maccabees 3:48. And laid open the books of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. Okay, so this man, he inserted himself as being the man, and now it's being revealed that he's not, and he doesn't fucking like it. Too bad, so sad. All right. You know, it's a real quick video through the Spirit. We give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, or Chakorash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the like Akim Wa Akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Shalom.